Good afternoon, guys. It is Sunday, April 18th, 2021, and it is 1:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if that helps. I wanted to come to you guys today to address something. I won't say it's a topic that I get super excited about, but I do realize it is a popular topic. And that topic is dating. Okay. Unfortunately, well, I want to say unfortunately, because it may not be unfortunate, but what is the term I want to say? Noticeably, that's the word I'm going to say. People talk about dating often, okay? Or address it often. And I want to address something. Number one, I'm single, okay? I have a ring on my finger. If you want to ask about that, we can address that later. At this moment, my ring really is not in the context right now. My ring is my standing of promise that I've given God. So that's not me trying to hide that I'm married or anything like that, because I'm definitely not. I'm single. Single and mingling. So that brings me to my discussion. Okay, so the other day, a few days ago, I wrote a post. Well, it's actually someone else's post that I reposted. You know how people write on social media and you can share it. So I shared it. Young lady said, date them all, sis, and may the best man win. Very simple words. 2 sentences. Date them all, sis. First sentence. Second sentence. And may the best man win. Boom, 2 sentences, okay? So my commentary when I shared it is this, and that's on that. Meet me outside where other people are too. Single means able to mingle, juice and jams. So I'm going to break it down a little bit. When I said and that's on that, that means that's that. Date them all. I'm a date who I want to date, and may the best man win. Meet me outside where other people are too. What I'm saying is, you're going to date me, I'm going to date you. You're not coming to my house, I'm not coming to your house. That's not what we're doing. Definitely not yet. There's no need to be in either of our spaces because we're dating. Dating means you have other friends that you're talking to as well. There are some people, because of the way they were raised, their atmosphere, their personal thoughts, their friends, their families, concepts kind of sit with them. And I realize it in a good amount of backgrounds and cultures. People will date one person and just automatically think they're in a relationship. That is, I don't know where we get that from. Where does that come from? Just because you're dating someone does not mean you're automatically in a relationship. No, it means we're dating. We're getting to know each other. You're getting to, see what we like about each other, don't like about each other, and spending time with each other, hanging out, having fun, laughing, eating, whatever, walking, around the park, whatever. You're just hanging out. That's my thought on dating. But a lot of us feel as though if you talk to somebody, you're automatically in a relationship. Well, the first problem is you're just talking to one person. You probably should have other friends. Probably. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were times, and I mean years, where I thought if I was talking to somebody, I was automatically in a relationship. That was a misconception. It was just the wrong thought. So when it didn't go the way I thought it should go or expected to go, you kind of get upset, and vice versa. The person may have thought that, they were in a relationship with you and they were not, because you never talked about it. You guys never said, hey, I like you, you like me, let's be together. Let's be monogamous. A lot of people don't do that. We just assume, and one of the things I do not like is if you're saying that you're dating, you have different friends, people automatically assume that the person is a dog or the girl is a whore. No, for one, y'all sleeping around with all these people, that's y'all business. I'm going to do with that. But for myself, for me, for minima, That's who I am. When I'm dating, I'm literally hanging out and having fun. Okay, I'm learning, because you shouldn't be with somebody you can't learn from or somebody you can't teach. I mean, it should definitely be, some exchanges there, healthy exchanges. And for me, I'm making sure my laptop doesn't close while I'm trying to read this to you guys. It's just about having good time, You don't have to sleep with anybody. But once again, like I said, that's your business. I'm not getting into that. I'm going to speak from my perspective. My perspective. I don't think that, how can I say it? Because people are so easily offended. I'm not trying to offend anybody. If you are offended, it may be because you're in a place to be offended. I don't know. Don't even know how to say it. But for myself, I'm abstinent. So whatever somebody else is doing, that's their personal business. And I don't have nothing to do with that. But how I'm living, that's how I'm living. No, you don't need to spend the night here because we're not going to have that kind of exchange. So, yeah. All right. So that's that. So that's why I wanted to clear that up, saying meet me outside, because I'm sure some people, just, we're going to have an outside date. I mean, you're going to meet me where other people are, whatever, in a public place. If our date ends up where we're just sitting together in the car or whatever ends up, that's between you and that person. But once again, you're dating. Let that person know they're not the only person you're talking to, and vice versa. Now, when you get to the second part of her statement, and may the best man win, it means, yes, I started out dating. I'm dating you, Mike, and Tom. Okay, let's say 3 people, whatever. Whoever you like the most and likes you the most, or whoever you got the most in common with, whatever your purpose is in dating, when you guys link together, you'll know it. Other people will become irrelevant. That's always been my thought. So I want to get to the comment section of this repost. One of my friends hit like, so I tagged her to it. I said, okay, sis, I'll know when it's time, saying, I'll know when it's time for me to be with one person and him to be with me, because there'll be signs, there will be a connectivity, there will be a consistency, there will be that communication. It will literally be known. You don't have to post it all everywhere for everybody to know, but you two will know. So I'm saying, when it's time, I'll know it's time. I said same agenda, means he and I will have the same agenda. We'll have the same energy for one another, and we'll have the same understanding. So she responded, trying to juggle more than one for me is a killer. So I admire women who can. So she's saying that she can only date one guy. It's just it. One relationship. And I told her, I said, I hear you. I hear that. One is definitely better than more than one, in my opinion. So I'm saying I would prefer a relationship with one man, and him with me. Okay, that's my preference. At this time, that's not an option. Either the guys I like don't like me like that, or the guys that do like me like that, I don't like that. Like, I want to be on the same page. And there was somebody that I did like that. So I'm about to get to that in a second. So I say, I hear you. One is definitely better than, excuse me, let me go back. I hear that. One is definitely better than more than one, in my opinion. Right now, no one that I like that way has made it known that they desire to be that one. So dating is cool at the present. Laughs, food, outings, etc. Nothing special yet. No closeness. So kudos to the women like you. So we both gave each other kudos. She's saying kudos to you, to women like you that don't mind dating more than one guy. And I'm saying kudos to women like you that is only dating one guy, So it's nice to be able, even if you don't agree, it's okay to disagree, but be respectful of other people and kind or whatever, So yeah, I mean, like I said, that was my thing. I always wanted to just be with one person, one exclusive relationship. I don't like the dating. I mean, dating is fun. Don't get me wrong. I have my different guy friends. It's nice. Talk to different people, hang out, learn different things. It's great. However, I like to be honest. I want one relationship with one man that's just with me. So that's the thing. monogamous all the way around. Because you can't be one person and say, I want to be with you, and then they got like 13 other people they dating, and vice versa. You can't have like all these people and the person only want to be with you. Like, then y'all probably shouldn't date or whatever, or be exclusive, because y'all don't match up. That's why I said, same agenda, same energy, and same understanding. So that's why I said, right now, I don't have anybody like that this way. So there was someone. So that's the whole point of this video. This is the key point. There was someone that I was going to be exclusive with. I was going to let him be my man. However, we had one bridge to cross. He was definitely giving me that energy every day, talking, texting, FaceTime, whatever you want to call it. Just, giving each other time and making each other feel special, which is always a beautiful thing. Communicating, being consistent, showing a little bit of compassion. So his compassion wasn't where I wanted it to be. I tried to look at things from his perspective. Maybe he never really had that growing up. I don't know. He's from a big city. So I'm like, maybe that's not, I don't know. I just was making my own thoughts on how I could try to be okay with him not being as compassionate as what I'm used to. Because I definitely love a man that's caring and kind and gentle. That's when he's upset with me, he's still, affectionate, or, just tender. I hate when a man start yelling, cussing, screaming, physical. Like that's never acceptable. Never acceptable. I don't scream when I'm upset. I might go cry. I'm not even gonna lie. I might cry because I need a little moment. But I've never hit any man that I've been with. I never cussed at a man. One, I don't cuss in the first place. I don't think ladies should cuss, but that's another story. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, I'm very attentive to that. So if a man is very aggressive or gets mean, like, I don't want to date you. You're not it for me. Whether you're from a city or not. I understand, like, there are a lot of guys that's from like Los Angeles and Houston and New York City. I have friends that's all over the place and from everywhere, whether they moved over the years or not. But I don't care if you are from a big city where you had to be tough and rough. You're not going to treat me like that. You're not going to treat me as your woman like that, or the woman you're interested in. Like, why would I want to build with you? Why would I want to connect with you? I want to feel safe, you know? And it's just like a man. There are certain things he want to feel safe with his woman about. I'm not going to put him down and tell my friends that, he lost his job, or, talk about his child's mother. Like, no, that stuff is just disgusting and nasty. Nobody needs to know that. If you guys are having some moments, you guys talk about that together, okay? You talk about that together. Get counseling or whatever. Talk to your pastor. Pray, because you should always have God in your relationship, okay? So if God is not in our relationship before we're married, why do I think you're going to magically have God in our relationship once we get married? Come on. One guy asked if we could pray at least once a week together. He act like I was like trying to stab him up in his sleep or something. So yeah, that lets me know you're not for me. That's just weird. I'm not a super Christian. I don't go to church every Sunday. I'm not always on the Bible study hotline. I work and all that other stuff, trying to get back into school and have a part-time job and take care of my house and kind of get healthy, just different things, which makes you a whole person. So in my desire of having a man that's a Christian, I'm not looking for a perfect Christian, because there's no such thing. Number one, some people are living in a fantasy. And as my pastor say, God only deals with you in your reality. Okay, so I want to be honest. A man that loves Christ, that has a relationship with him, not religious, someone that has a relationship with him. Somebody that's, if you get sick, they can sit down and talk to God. Okay? Somebody you could pray with. Because you don't always just want somebody that's going to pray for you. You should be able to pray together, right? What kind of relationship y'all having where y'all can't even pray to God together? It's weird. Just too weird for me. So, back to... I'm sorry I got off of the course. It's still part of the dating. But pretty much my comment pissed him off. Okay, he copied it and sent it to me in a text. Okay, and asked if I liked him like that. And I'm like, sir, so you may be trying to figure out what actually happened for me to change my mind. So I'm going to tell you guys the best way I can. The dude stood me up. We were supposed to have our first date, meet face to face. Finally, I was so excited. Um, and I don't really get excited. I get excited over books, music, things like that, movies, things that speak to me. Okay, new restaurants, whatever. It's different things that make us excited, right? But I actually was excited to meet him. So yeah, I still had other guy friends, but I kind of like pushed them back into the side because I thought he and I were going to be one on one. That's what he asked. He asked. I didn't ask him that. He asked me, can we be with just each other? Can we be significant in each other's lives? And I was like, I want to say yes, but we probably should wait until we get to meet each other face to face speaks volumes. You can talk to people all day, every day. But once you see them face to face and see their interactions with you and with others, it makes a difference. Like one guy, this was years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago. I love talking to him on the phone and everything, back and forth, communicating. How you doing? How was your day, babe? Babe, you feel good after work, whatever. All of that good stuff, just caring about the other person, right? And I'm like excited. So when we finally got to meet face to face, or no, we had already met face to face. It was our first date. It was like 2 weeks or whatever before our first date. So we went out, long story short, he treated our server like she was the scum of the earth. And to me, that speaks volumes. Volumes. You don't treat anybody like that. I don't care if it's the CEO of the company. I don't care if it's the janitor in the bathroom. You treat people with respect because it lets me know what's in your heart. You see what I'm saying? God looks at our heart. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be with you. Yep. So he was upset. He called me later and wanted to know why. And I told him, I just sorry. That's because, it was other things that was showing. So like, a lot of times we will see red flags or things that we think are not feasible to our countenance, and we'll like overlook it, or we'll rename it, we'll ignore it, we'll deny it. But yeah, I was like, it was some other things that you did that just I'm not sure that I will be able to hang around, because my thing is, once you start being with somebody, you get really close and y'all, exchange intimacy and just, you falling in love and y'all just connecting and being affectionate and talking and learning. We exchange things. We exchange a lot of things from our spirits. So if you're with somebody and they're nasty, or if you're nasty, that's going to push off on them. Now they being mean to their child because you cussed them out last night. Like, we just don't even care about this stuff. We just want to know if they pretty or handsome, if they tall or short, if they skinny or fat, if they rich or poor. Like, we don't look at their countenance. We don't look at how they treat others, how they treat you, how they treat themselves, how they treat their parents. Like, we worried about the wrong things, Oh, so what? He got a dang on Maserati. How is he? He pregnant, and you know what I'm saying? You found out he treats his coworkers like crap. You really want to be with a guy like that? Are you kidding me? Sis, chill. And bruh, nah, she don't even like her own kids. But you want to date her? Okay, and you want her to mother your children? Are you kidding me? No, thank you. So yeah, so with this particular gentleman that asked me after he copied and pasted my message and texted to me, which was really, really low, but okay, that's how he felt. So we can't overlook other people's feelings. So when he asked me, you no longer like me like that, because I said, yeah, I'm going to date. There's nobody I'm interested in like that right now. At the time, a couple weeks ago, I was interested in him like that, after talking for a couple weeks and months. Yeah, I was. But like I said, he stood me up for our first date. He tried to give me some little sham of a excuse why he couldn't. I will not go into all the details because I don't want to expose his thoughts like that and expose what he said to me in confidence, of course. Because like once again, whether we're going to date or not or be together, I still want to protect the man that I'm talking to, whether it's a friend, husband, brother, son, whoever. But yeah. Unfortunately, he gave me a shame of it in an excuse, and then did not talk to me for days, literally days, like a week and one day, so like 8 days. He did not talk to me. He did not call me. Did not text me. He commented or did a couple likes on social media. I'm sorry, that's not dating, and that guys do that all day, every day. As a woman, you could be the ugliest woman in the world. There's some guy somewhere on your post, in your inbox. So I guess he thought that was supposed to be like him still like communicate with me, and I'm supposed to feel wonderful and loved and special. No, no, you know, yeah, one of my coworkers is messaging me right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, um, I'm just like, yeah, you kind of left me out to dry. Like, you messaged me out of nowhere. So I didn't even think I was going to ever hear from you again, except social media. So I was just going to keep it moving. Like, you were just going to be like somebody say hi and bye to you and pass on your birthday. Right? Happy birthday on you all. Merry Christmas at Christmas. Yeah, but like actually like trying to date you, take time to continue to know you. Oh, no. Like, that has passed. Like, you literally left me in the back of the refrigerator like a piece of chicken you bought last week at your favorite restaurant and just sat it in there and never came back to eat it. You found it like a week later and was like, "Oh, hey, there's that piece of chicken. I forgot about it." So that means you did other things in between. So whether you were talking to another woman, if you were stressed about work, if you were just spending time with your children, whatever, like my character, my being was not in your thoughts. And if it wasn't your thoughts, it was definitely not at the top. It was definitely not a priority because a week and a day has gone by, you know, and I'm like, wow, I was just so excited to meet you too. Like, I had two outfits ready. I went and got my little hair twisted all up, just was excited to get to just spend time with you. Like, I did not care how tall you were. I didn't care if you had a wonderful car. I didn't care if we went to a fancy restaurant. Like, I literally just wanted to spend time with you. Like, walk around, look at the stars and see what kind of book that is in the front of that store window, and just maybe eat a little ice cream sandwich and laugh and talk and learn things about you face to face. Just just I was just so excited, and just happy. Like, I really thought us meeting face to face was definitely going to sync us together. Say, you know what? I'm going to say yes to your question of me being your lady. I was like ready to do that. But now, nope. I mean, you can't redeem it. You really can't redeem it. Like, you can't even explain to me how you just like forgot about me for like a week and then all of a sudden you just pop back up. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. And that means that that's actually who you are. So if we were in a relationship, there are literally going to be like days and weeks that I probably won't hear from you. And it's not like I didn't reach out to you. I reached out to you like 4 or 5 times. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. If it's the distance, say I live too far or whatever. And that's fine. But guess what? There are guys that drive down here. Yes, I'm in Delaware. Delaware is not in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of people know where Delaware is. And if you find me on social media, you can see that I'm in Delaware. So if you don't want to drive at all, don't try to pursue me. Yeah, because every date isn't going to be you coming to me. There are going to be times where I'm going to be sweet, like, babe, I'm driving down there to you next weekend. And you be like, oh, snap, really? You come to see my town? Yep, come to see you. But out the door, I'm sorry, ladies, if, everybody do their own thing. But up front, if the man has pursued you and say, I want to get to know you, yeah, the first date should be him. And y'all can say that's chauvinistic or whatever, feminist, I don't know what you want to call it. No, that's not it. It might be old school, old fashioned. Yeah, but up front, Yeah, I do think the man should say, you know what, I want to meet you. I don't think a woman should be chasing a guy down the street. And I don't think a man should chase a woman down the street because she's not interested. Then you probably need to stop walking after her. You know what I'm saying? The first date, if the man initiated it, he should ask. You say yes or no. If you say yes, y'all make some decisions and go from there. But the first date, no. If you live in New York, I'm not coming to visit you in New York. I'm not. We can meet in the middle. We can meet in the middle if we like. You know, we'll discuss that together. Because I always think, did your dad treat your mom like that? Probably not. Especially because most of the men I meet, they had their fathers in their lives, which is a blessing. But yeah, just didn't do that. Your mom didn't go and do that. Do you want that happening to your sisters? Do you want that happening to your daughter? Because a lot of guys that I meet, they have children. So if you want to marry me and build a family, you think we're going to be letting some man treat our daughter like that? You must be crazy. Yeah, so I look at this stuff up front. When I see that and notice that, that means he's clearly not for me. Because that's not even the way I carry myself. So I thank God for the guy friends that I have where we don't have this issue at all. And that's more of them than not. I got some really, really great guy friends. They will stop what they're doing to come help. And it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. So yeah, I'm just talking to people out here dating. You guys need to address this stuff up front. Are you dating casually, just having different friends? Are you dating exclusive with this one person? Are you courting? Do you know you want to marry them and you literally just want to talk to them and say, hey, these are the ideas I have for our future? That stuff is important. All this other stuff, I don't know what y'all be doing. But God bless y'all. This video is way too long. Way too long. Lord God. Oh, God have mercy. I did not mean for this to be that long. You guys have a great day. God bless you. And I'll talk to you again soon.